Hi guys, I'm back with another video. In this video, I'm going to break down how to live from the end, and someone asked me specifically to elaborate more on the reconciliation of a relationship, how to live in that state of consciousness, okay? How to create that, how to get there, and the steps involved. Well, first of all, I want to start off by saying stop telling yourself that it is hard or it is difficult, okay? Your logical mind is feeding you information that's not true, okay? We are creating the outer reality. We are creating the simulation, so it is not hard. So delete that belief. Delete any limiting belief that comes in when you see this information or when you are working on something, okay? Because first you're creating it from within, and then it is going to be reflected back by your perception, by your state of consciousness that you are in, okay? So let's start with an example of a reconciliation. You want to reconnect a relationship in the 3D with someone, okay? They are not separate from you, okay? They are not outside of you. You don't have to do anything outside of yourself. So number one is you have to believe and have total faith in knowing that you are creating the relationship from within. That's number one, okay? Do not give your energy, your power, your consciousness over to the 3D, okay? That is not where we're putting our focus on, right? We're gonna put our focus on our power, which is the creator, the I am, which is your consciousness, okay? Your higher self, your soul. It's not your logical mind. Your logical mind is gonna try to tell you certain things. You're gonna delete them, disregard them, not listen to them, okay? Or replace it with, no, I am the creator. This is easy for me, okay? This is what I came here to do, to experience reality by the way that I perceive it. So I want you to become really aware of where you're putting your consciousness, your focus on, okay? So what do you desire, okay? You desire reconciliation with a person and having a loving, committed relationship. So that's where you're gonna put your focus on. Write it down if you can't keep your mind focused on it, okay? Write it down simply, I am in a committed, loving relationship with so-and-so, okay? And I want you to continuously be focused on what this relationship looks like, okay? In your imagination. What does it look like? What does it feel like to have this relationship with this person? Okay, how does it make you feel? And what do you want to experience with this relationship? Visualizations, certain activities, a loving, committed feeling inside yourself. Focus on just that, okay? The loving, committed relationship, okay? When you get the conflicting thoughts, I want you to delete them. Do not give any attention to them. You're creating something brand new, okay? When the old story comes in, or some sort of excuse, or, well, this happened, they said this is going on, disregard, okay? We're not looking at that. We're creating a new state of consciousness to sit in, okay? This is your identity. This is you in the committed, loving relationship. And you're staying there. You're not getting distracted and going in different directions and getting pulled into doubt, fear, and lack, okay? You're gonna keep building on what this relationship looks like, what it feels like, what you want to have it appear in the 3D, okay? You're building it, you're creating it, okay? This is like a project. And I'm speaking from experience where I've created my relationships in the 3D in the way that I have desired. And I didn't see the proof out there. I built it inside with my inner conviction, okay? Determination, persisting, commitment, dedication, belief in self. I didn't give my power over to the 3D and tell the 3D what I could have here. I said, no, this is what I'm gonna have here. This is what I decide. This is what I choose. And I'm not letting my 3D choose for me, okay? So you wanna stay faithful to that state of consciousness, okay? Do not be swayed by anything outside yourself. And you want to persist here for as many days or as many nights as you need, okay? Because this is an individual journey. This is about you. You're the creator. Your mind is going to eventually take the state and make it your dominant state, okay? Now, the extent of time is really going to depend on you and how much focus you put on it, okay? So don't start asking, well, when is it going to come into the 3D? Because then you're falling out of your state, okay? You're solidifying it within, and you will know it's complete because you will no longer need to work on it. You won't even be thinking about it. It'll just feel like it's done, right? Like you completed a project. You know it's done. It's a feeling of ease, of knowing, of peacefulness. And then, because of the state of consciousness that you are now in, this identity of you in a relationship with this person, it will have no choice but to come into the 3D. Do not try to manipulate out there and try to do things, okay, unless it's a guided, knowing, intuitive action. But you don't want to try to manipulate or, you know, force anything, because then you're going against yourself, right? You have to have a complete faith in knowing and a detection of when the doubt, fear, and lack is coming in. It will try to pull you back to your old state. You have to persist there. The good thing is that once you solidify an end state, okay, and you experience this, and you see that reality is created from within, you see that it's a simulation, okay? I've been saying this for so long that it's like a video game. You won't question anything anymore. Your mind, your brain is not going to be able to, your logical brain is not going to be able to get you to fall out of your state as easily, okay? Because the fear is going to dissipate. A lot of the stuff that used to trigger you in the 3D is not going to get you anymore, and you're just going to become a more secure, I am creator, because you're going to be living from your higher self, and you're going to know, like, I'm not just this body, I'm not just this logical brain, there's something else happening. I have control over the way that I perceive reality, the state of consciousness I choose to be in, okay? Key point, you're not looking at the 3D to give you any boost, to give you any proof, okay? Neville has a lecture on this called The Pearl of Great Price, and he literally says that you have to buy the fact that you're the creator within, and you cannot look for any other proof except knowing that you are, okay? So if you want to manifest a relationship, you want to manifest a specific person to have a relationship with, it is within you. The relationship is within you. You're manifesting you. You're manifesting your creator. You're manifesting the relationship within. You're creating it. You're designing it, okay? And you are commanding the state to show you, to project out and reflect back where you're residing inside your consciousness, okay? This is also called living from the wish fulfilled, so don't get confused. It's all the same thing. Your state of consciousness, your dominant state, your wish fulfilled, your desire, your manifestation, it's all the same thing, okay? It's all coming from within, okay? Your mind is creating, and where you dominantly live in your mind and believe and know and feel from is what is going to be reflected back to you, okay? I do have the relationship that I desired. I helped many, many people create their 3D relationships. They had terrible circumstances. They didn't see anything in the 3D. They worked with me. They went within. They created the relationship. They are living now harmonious in the 3D with the relationship that they created. I only awakened them to the creator within, okay? Anyone can do this. It's a matter of being faithful, disciplined, and knowing, and not falling off easily. I hope this video helps. If you need help, I am doing a couple specials for this month, and you can send me a private message, but I intend that this video will help you.